Hello, my absolutely beautiful astrology friends. Welcome to your weekly horoscope. Serious? Nothing all day long, and now you have something to say. You've printed nothing for like a week. Hello, my beautiful astrology soulmates. Welcome to your weekly horoscope for the week of January 31st. Last week of January, we've made it through a month of 2022. Congratulations, my friends. It means that you have survived Venus retrograde, and at the end of this week, it'll also mean that you have survived the first Mercury retrograde as well. So I look forward to hearing what has come up for you. What did this access in your chart? What does this time come back to you in terms of lessons that you're like, okay, I know now what they are. They were done. Some were hard. Some were really great. Whatever it is, we have all been shown a little something to resolve. Now, hopefully last week with Mars's move into the energy of Capricorn, even though everything's not chugging forward at full speed, hopefully you got to feel things get a little bit productive. Like, okay, I can climb this mountain. I can go forward with this. As we were visiting last Sunday as well, I want you to keep in mind that on the 23rd, we had Venus and Mercury, we had the Sun and Mercury come together in Cazimi. When this happens, we have Mercury under the rays of the sun, and it purifies our thinking. It's a renewal to our thought process. There's a clarity that comes with it. So really last week spoke to a lot of Capricorn energy, a lot of productive energy. And I do think that this week we have the opportunity to keep that going as well. So if you are new here, I am Stormie Grace. I am a Western tropical astrology, and we're going to talk about your weekly horoscope for the week of January 31st. Before we do that, if you have not had a chance to kick into our Kickstarter, where we crowdfund free quality astrology education right here on the YouTube channel, click in the description box down below. We would love to have you. We're going to be wrapping it up February 9th, so let's get to the goal. Click in the description box down below for more details and to support the crew. All right, you guys, as we're coming into this week, first of all, we're coming in on the 31st at the Chinese New Year's Eve, okay? So we're coming in, getting ourselves ready, get the energy ready where we will move instead of the year of the metal ox with the year of the tiger. I love that. I think that's a little bit of what we need in 2022. We need a little bit of that hustle of the tiger, where the tiger, yes, is emotional, but it's fierce. There's a lot of leadership that comes with that tiger area, right? There's a lot of accountability with moving forward, making sure that the tribe and the pride is moving forward. So I think that's a lovely energy to be working with. Not to mention, we will see just in the global sphere this year still some scandals come out and things like that. And even to you yourself, there may be some stories that you've been telling yourself for a long time that you find out they were the scandal of your own mind and are not necessarily your real truth. Being free from them, we're awarded this energy to move forward. So I'll link a video in the description box down below too, more honing in specifically on the year of the tiger, but we're coming in under some new beautiful emotional energy, the Lunar New Year. I love that. That is very exciting. Now, also, as we come into this week, right away moving into February, we have got a new moon happening at 12 degrees of Aquarius. This particular moon is in alignment right there in conjunction with Saturn. It is also opposing Uranus. Both are the ruling planets of this particular moon, so we do need to consider their influence on this energy. Now, if you haven't watched the new moon video, check it out right there above so that you can check out specifically about this moon. But what we want to keep in mind is that right here in the beginning of February, we're granted this beautiful set of energy to plant your seeds of intention, to begin something new, begin something Aquarian. There's innovation here. There's a friendliness. There's an air of dealing with groups and tribes and organizations and people and social spheres that light you up. Their eyes light up when they see you coming, right? Like, this is the level of support that we're looking at. But it is also an energy, I think, at this new moon that says, I've seen some things and I understand that I need to make some adjustments and I need to be and move a little bit different. So I am determined to innovate and to move forward. Saturn being here grounds down this desire, because Saturn is that energy that says, I know you have a desire, but I'm going to help you get it done. We're going to do what we need to do to get to the end. So we see a fierce determination when Saturn comes to the table, but also being opposing this Uranus and Taurus energy, it's fixed, right? This is a fixed square that we've got going on. So we can see that in order to get what you are determined to have, you are going to have to move different, innovate, be willing to think outside of your box in order to grow, and you are going to have to put your back into it. You're gonna have to do the hard work to get that glorious thing that you want, but when you have it and it comes to your table, it is going to be solid. It will be solid and long lasting. So I'm excited to see what you plant your seeds of intention for this week. And yes, this moon may feel a little bit heavier, but where the heaviness can translate, instead of being doubt and fear and limitedness, what it can be is your mastery and you authoring your own version of your next story. I absolutely love that. Now, as we continue down the week, we're going to get to the 3rd, and we see Mercury coming direct. Mercury's coming direct. Very excited. It's going to be happening at 24 degrees of Capricorn. Okay, Mercury's direct. You can sign the contracts, make the decisions. Hopefully the electronics will be participating in a more friendly manner. That would be delicious. But also, as Mercury comes direct at this 24 degrees of Capricorn, I want you to back up to December 29th. That's when Mercury started to slow down, get ready for the pre-retrograde shadow time. So at that time, what events, what things about your foundation, what things about authority figures maybe came to a bit of challenge for you, or they came to your attention that you needed to do something about that, or you started to acknowledge that you needed a different strategy, whatever that was. With Mercury direct in Capricorn here now, you've got forward motion. Take action on those things right now, because even though Mercury is direct, we're not fully out of its retrograde cycle until February 24th, but you do have some forward motion. So take action on the things that presented themselves between December 29th and right now, okay? On the 4th, busy, energetic day, but all I think are very much so to the good of being productive and moving some things forward. First of all, we have got Mars in a sextile to Jupiter early in the day, and later in the day we're going to see the Sun in a conjunction with Saturn. Now, early in the day, as Mars and Jupiter come into the sextile, when the planets have sex, remember that's good for us because it provides a pocket of opportunity to intimately and intelligently take action on an opportunity that is intimate. It is important to us. It is an opportunity where we can expand here. Now, under Jupiter and Mercury coming together, first of all, these are both pretty competitive energies. They really are. So your desire to win or your desire to get it done, be the first, whatever it is, you've got that energy behind you, and instead of using it to be pushy or bossy or aggressive instead of assertive, instead use that energy to push something forward and channel it into where you would like to be successful. You can even garner and gain the support of other people with this aspect because your movement looks generous. Maybe it even just genuinely is generous and sincere, and it looks like, and your energy, like your aura, shines up as if I want to support this person. I understand the direction that they're going. I'm not going to lie too, when Mars gets involved, I also think that there is something very attractive. There's just a primal, musky, like, ooh, what is happening over there kind of energy that we need to not pretend is real, right? There's an attractiveness, like it's even sexually attractive, right? And sex is not always about the act of sex. Remember, we build life, root chakra energy, we create from that energy. So I think that this particular opportunity that may be offered to you under this energy, you've got an aura behind you that is so attractive that it ensures some kind of success as you move primally towards it. I really would love to know what you do with your energies on that day. Now, later in the day, when the sun comes into a conjunction with Saturn, this particular transit, it drops down, so it's a little bit serious, but I don't think it's a somber serious. Instead, this is about, okay, I'm doing the work. I see the steps that I'm taking. I'm building my foundations. Okay, this tribe really does support me. The team, the social setup that I've got going, where I'm aligned with my organizations, I feel like there's solid progress here. But I also think that it is an energy that, you've been hustling, using your primal energy early in the day. It says, hey, we need to hear your voice. Like, who are you? What are you about? Where are you? Where do you show up in the group? Are you showing up just to hang out, or are you showing up to also give a little something, right? So it is an energy that I think calls us to some kind of mastery and also some kind of presence. And this can be a little bit challenging in relationships as well, because the way that you need to stand up maybe is not in alignment with the way that you've been showing up. Maybe you've been holding your voice or something for a very long time, and now you're being asked to step up in some way. Or maybe you've been the step up person and people are like, do a little bit less so that we can all do a little bit of something. So relationships could find themselves challenging that day. But like I said, I think whatever shows up this day, it's about making it solid. So do the tending to that you need to of whatever shows up in your life this day. Know that you've got a nice aura behind you to be successful with what you're doing. Okay? One thing that I want to point out to you, that as we are getting to wrap up this week and we get to the 6th, we get to Sunday, right before we're going to start our new week, we've got the moon traveling through the energy of Taurus. So I want you to dig into that if you can. Even if you need to look up and research and understand Tauran qualities, as you begin the week on a lunar note, you have the opportunity to steady here. Steady your heart, steady your emotions, ground down. Take care of yourself. Touch your body, touch your skin, touch your hair. Nurture yourself, feed yourself well as we come to this week. Hydrate, rest, bring your emotional life and tend to the emotions of those that you are in charge of, those you are in service to, in ways that are luxurious as well. So that way, as we roll into this next week, you can come in knowing that you have held your ground, you've been solid, you've been steady, you have been persistent, and you have been loyal in enduring the growth that you are participating in. And there is nothing more earthy, tangible, and sexy than that. So I hope you have an absolutely glorious week. I look forward to seeing how things are unfolding for you. Tell me a little bit about what your experiences are with the energy this week. And remember, take it one 24-hour period at a time and allow the experience to pour over you, okay? All right, my absolutely beautiful friends, kick into the Kickstarter if you can. I look forward to more astrology education with you all year long. Like this video, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye, friends.